It's a beautiful day, but Arthur's never got any money in this game because he spends it all in the pub. It's a serious problem, I'm telling you. It's my fault, to be honest. That big Dutch is a scary man. Big, creepy, beastie, cheeky man. We are both agreeing how suspicious it was for the police to turn up so quickly after robbing that train recently. Arthur shows Dutch a wee picture he drew. Like, here mate, check this out. Dutch is like, that makes me want to masturbate all over this camp. So Arthur wakes everyone up as part of his spiritual morning routine.
Oh, what is it?
And then Dutch comes over like, honestly Arthur, thanks for that wee picture. I had fun.
Please don't say that to me, Dutch.
Oh, it's true. It's true.
What a big silly idiot he is. So I'm off to meet wee John Marston. Arthur's beautiful horse named Tam. Well, it's mine because I bought it. Tam loves the sesh. He loves for it. I met John and he's wanting me to buy a rifle. No explanation.
Well, where exactly are we going?
Collect something. Help us get some sheep.
You know, that attempt to seem all enigmatic and interesting, that might work for Dutch, but for you, it just makes you look stupid.
Arthur's like, mate, I want a rifle, but I don't want to pay for it if that's alright. And the gunsmith's like, aye mate, of course you can. I'm just a dafty who takes shit off people for a living, and my wife is probably sleeping with the whole town. But on you go, just walk all over me like every other daft bastard. So John was being all cagey, not telling Arthur what the rifle was for. So Arthur's like, fine, I think I'm just going to kill your wee horse then, okay? Then John's like, alright, see the ranchers down there? They're responsible for GTA 6 being delayed again.
Is that necessary? Yep, that spooked them alright.
The end. Kidding on. The plan was to steal their sheep and return them to an auctioneer for some cash money. So we round up the sheep, take the sheep to Valentine's auction yard, and I swear man, all the sheep done was moan about everything on the way there. Ungrateful wee pricks. The auctioneer is like, I want 25% because he's no stupid and he knows we've most likely stole them. So John's like, chase yourself mate, 20%. So a wee bit of haggling is happening. That's a weird sentence to say. But then the auctioneer is like, in fact I actually want 90% kickback. Then John's like, what? No mate, 20%. And the auctioneer is like, 95%. And John's like, deal. Arthur's like, what the fuck are you doing, John? Arthur's like, you know what? Fuck this. And the pricks kill me. Nah, that never actually happened. We head to see Dutch at the saloon.
Come on, sunshine. I'll buy you a whiskey.
And Arthur's angry. Like, why is there never any pork and beans left? Or squirrel? I'm fed up mixing pickled eggs with my oatmeal. John's like, you mix them together? So Dutch sends Strauss and John to make sure this sheep herd business doesn't go tits up. Dutch is like, you smell like tormented sheep.
To your good health.
Thank you.
Leviticus Cornwall turns up outside and he's a bit annoyed that we robbed his train.
My name is Leviticus Cornwall. I am not a man to be messed with.
They've got John and Strauss and Dutch is like,
What do you think?
and Arthur's like, just leave them, it doesn't matter. Nah, we end up messing with them again whilst we Levicto Corny or Cornwall Viticus or Corn Horny or whatever his name is rides away. Horny, I'll tell you who's horny. Strauss gets shot, so we papped him on a wagon cart thing and used it as cover until we could pap him on the back of a horse and escape. Arthur escapes from the law and hides in this wee fancy mansion he comes across, eats a wee dusty pear that tasted absolutely delicious and feels it was safe to go back outside again. Arthur's like that to this mad ox. You never seen me here alright mate? 2 minutes later. Arthur chases it for about 5 minutes. Manages to give it a right good kick to the calf. But it outruns him though. Arthur's like, did you see what that prick done to me? knocked me on my ass, and Tam's like, you just made a heavy tit of yourself, mate. A mad guy's asking me to race him on his horse, but Tam's bloody steaming, and I've got a heavy bounty on my head in this area. But we try anyway. The guy falls off his horse into the water. He's soaking wet, and it doesn't help that I stamp over his head. But it was a little accident. I think the guy was a bit embarrassed because he rides away and Arthur's chasing after him shouting, I'm sorry for stamping over your face with my hooves, mate. But then nope, never mind. Tam's clearly had a few too many today. Arthur's like, you're an absolute embarrassment, mate. Look at the state of you. Look at the absolute mess you're in. It's embarrassing. It's raining and cold. Arthur spots a nearby camp. Whilst at the camp, he hears,
Help! 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 You better shut up that pretty mouth, or I'll shut it for you.
it's probably just a wee cute couple having some fun out in the rain. Look at that beautiful sky. Arthur arrives at Valentine looking to buy some hair tonic, but the shop's shut because, well, of course it is at this time. I've got a bounty out for me here as well, so Arthur's covering his face with his wee bandana he got off of Amazon, and a guy says to remove it.
That mask needs to go.
So Arthur panics a wee bit, then removes it.
Hold it. Don't know you.
Right, okay, so that clearly wasn't a good idea, because he gets shot to bits. Tam, the alcoholic horse, falls to his death, riddled in bullets. Arthur manages to make it up this wee hill, but trips over a rattlesnake and knocks his stupid head on the ground. How could Arthur be so stupid? An act of stupidity that cost Tam his life of debauchery to end in such a tragic disaster. He wakes up a wee bit later with a throbbing headache and assumes he's been forgiven, as nobody is batting an eye at him now. So he's going to go and wait for this shop to open, as he's determined to get this hair tonic. But then distraction arises. Something to kill a bit of time until the shop opens. There's this guy who seems to have lost a card game or a bet or something, from what I heard. Arthur stalks him, Ted Bundy style, except he's not a nice looking brown headed girl. He's a manky wee man with a gambling addiction, but that'll do. He gets suspicious.
Help!
You're going down now.
Arthur then spits on these clothes that are hanging out to dry. Arthur whistles and the universe provides a horse. But it ain't no Tam. So in the shop, the guy's being cheeky.
If my wife saw you come in here after what you did to me, she'd kill you herself.
Arthur's like, oh no the day mate, shut up man. I'm just here to buy some hair tonic. He downs them in front of him and just throws the bottle on the floor because fuck him, and buys another 3 that Arthur will take tomorrow morning after a nice peaceful sleep. But first, Arthur is hungry, so has like 5 plates of food. And pays a barber to basically mess his hair up a wee bit, then stands behind this guy so he can't enjoy his drink. Then heads back to camp for some well-deserved shut-eye. Cheers for watching, have a good one, take care man.